Chuck Schumer, Senate Democrat Minority Leader, Senator from New York. Just another example of the faux resistance of the corporate wing of the Democratic Party, which is, again, most of the Democrats, almost all of them to a certain extent or the other. So Schumer got all pissed off because Donald Trump put his name on the stimulus checks, and so Schumer's introducing the No PR Act, which would prohibit the use of federal dollars towards any material that promotes the names or signatures of Trump or VP Mike Pence. This is a quote from Schumer. Quote, President Trump unfortunately appears to see the pandemic as just another opportunity to promote his own political interests, the New York Democrats sent a statement. This is from Politico. The No PR Act puts an end to the president's exploitation of taxpayer money for promotional material that only benefits his re-election campaign. Again, this is faux resistance. This is fake resistance. This means nothing. If he was really so concerned about, Trump and wasting taxpayer money, why did he wholeheartedly support the third stimulus package, which was a $4.5 trillion no strings attached giveaway to some of the biggest and wealthiest corporations in the United States? If you're concerned with putting up a resistance against, Trump and, crony capitalism, rewarding these huge, giant corporations with no strings attached bailouts to the tunes of trillions of dollars, stand up, make a fight about that, make a fuss about that, hold that up in the Senate. You're the Senate Minority Leader. You could have done something. You didn't. This is just, kabuki theater, as they say. It's, I'm putting up a fight while giving these trillions of dollars of giveaways on the other hand to these corporations. Again, you want to fight for something, why aren't you out there calling out Trump? Why is he not proposing rent mortgage freezes, universal UBI, canceling student loan debt, Medicare for all, Green New Deal, all things that would actually materially improve the lives of people in the United States? Instead, Trump can't be putting his name on these checks anymore. When he does kind of a good thing, he can't get any credit for that. And again, stimulus package the CARES package or whatever did not do nearly enough. Again, we needed emergency UBI, we needed rent and mortgage freezes, we needed Medicare for all, canceling student loan debt, releasing all nonviolent offenders from prison, because it's just a hotbed to spread the coronavirus in those cramped cages where we lock up more people than any country in the world. 5% of the population, but 25% of the prison population worldwide. All of these things would actually been, throwing up some resistance to Trump and the Republicans. But again, the Democratic leadership has been in lockstep with the Republicans. They went along with this whole huge $1 trillion bailout to these corporations to the tune of $4.5 trillion without getting any type of real substantive long-term support for the people in the United States, the most vulnerable and marginalized, who have been, obviously disproportionately negatively affected by the public health crisis and then the subsequent economic meltdown that we have experienced. Again, 26 million people have lost their jobs in the United States since mid-March, and this is the hill that Chuck Schumer, Senate Democrat Minority Leader, wants to die on. That's what he's getting pissed off about, is Trump putting his name on the stimulus checks. Get pissed off at the stuff that actually fucking matters, like people not being able to pay their rent, people not being able to pay their mortgage, people not being able to get medical care, all people not be able to pay their car notes, all people not be able to put food on the table. Why aren't you getting out there getting pissed off that we haven't expanded food stamp benefits or mortgage and rent freeze, Medicare for all, Green New Deal, all of these things, canceling student loan debt. Instead, this is the best that the Democratic leadership can come up with. Oh well, we're not going to let Trump put his name on that anymore. This will really show him, but we're not going to address any of these other really systemic issues that are disproportionately, negatively impacting the working people of the U.S. We don't give a shit about that. We don't give a shit. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, the Democratic leadership is utterly corrupt and unfit for the task at hand. And again, we are experience a economic crisis that will soon, probably rival that of the Great Depression. Again, I'll state it again, 26 million people have lost their jobs in the United States since mid-March. And this is the best response that we can get from Chuck Schumer, the most powerful Democrat in the Senate, is to introduce a bill so Trump can't put his name on further stimulus checks. Give me a fucking break, Jesus Christ. Somebody needs to primary, Schumer from the left, because this guy is fucking horrible. Same with Pelosi and all. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's not surprising, because we've known that the Democratic leadership in both the House and the Senate they're not beholden to the working people. They're not beholden to their constituents. They're beholden to the donor class, and this faux resistance, this kabuki theater of making a big deal about Trump putting his name, on these stimulus checks, while giving $4.5 trillion to these massive corporations and no strings attached bailouts, while totally going along with that and the Republicans, and losing any type of bargaining power to actually get, some type of progressive stimulus that actually benefits the working people. That's too much to ask for. Vote these people out. Don't vote. I mean, I don't know at this point. The political system in the United States is so corrupt. It's broken. We don't live in a democracy anymore. We haven't for quite some time. The moneyed interests and the powerful control basically all levels of government, unfortunately. So, like the video. If you like the damn video, hit that like button. If you don't, dislike it. That's cool too. Subscribe for more content if you're so inclined. And have a good day. Peace and love.